CIET NCERT presents audiobook Kriti, Textbook of Arts for Grade 8.
Page number 162. Visual Arts. On the right side of the page is an image of a manuscript that reads Mool rangaha spritaha panchshvetaha pito vilohitaha neelaha krishnascha rajendra shatashonyataraha पूर्वरंग समायोगाद भावकल्पनया तथा स्वबुद्ध्या कार्येन्द्रंग गाच्छत शोत सह स्रतशः। अध्याय 40 चित्रसूत्र विष्णु धर्मात् पुराणम विष्णु धर्मोत्त पुराणम। The five basic colors are white, yellow, red, blue, and black. But, O king, there are hundreds of others. By combining the primary colors, using one's imagination and discretion, one could make 100, even 1,000, even thousands of colors. Adhyaya 40 Chitra Sutra of the Vishnu Dharmottara Purana. On the right side of the page are students painting an image of a boy with a book. Dear teacher, as our students complete another stage of school education this year, let us add more colors to their academic journey with the learning of visual arts. The chapters in this section would strengthen their knowledge of visual fundamentals while also developing their artistic skills and cultural awareness. You can modify the activities to suit your local context and the specific needs of your students. To create the best learning experience for every student, here are some points that need to be kept in mind. The visual arts classroom would require, point number 1, adequate space for students to work comfortably. Point number 2, sufficient light and ventilation. Point number 3, organized storage and easy access to art materials, tools, basic stationery, and audio-visual facilities. Point number 4, space for showcasing and exhibiting artwork periodically. Visual arts pedagogy would need to, point number 1, use storytelling and everyday examples to introduce concepts and processes. Point number 2, encourage students to freely express their original ideas, imaginations, emotions, and curiosities in their artwork. Point number 3, motivate students to create original artwork inspired by their observations of everyday life and experiences rather than copying images from other sources. Point number 4, allow the students to explore, investigate, experiment, collaborate, and have dialogues in the classroom. Point number 5, include outdoor activities and field trips to observe the life and culture around them. Point number 6, organize visits to museums, heritage monuments, and melas. Point number 7, invite local artists and craftspersons for interactive sessions and workshops for hands-on experience. Point number 8, inculcate simple habits of cleaning after working, putting back materials that have been used, and maintaining materials with care. Point number 9, encourage the students' participation and decision-making in selecting artwork for classroom display or exhibitions. Page number 164. Visual arts assessment should be based on the following competencies for the middle stage. C 1.1. Express their personal and everyday life experiences confidently through various visual art forms. C 1.2. demonstrates flexibility in the process of collaboratively developing visual arts practice. C2.1 creates visual artwork based on situations or stories that challenge stereotypes observed in their surroundings, such as gender roles. C2.2 connects visual imagery, symbols, and visual metaphors with personal experiences, emotions, and imaginations. C3.1 demonstrates care and makes informed choices while using various materials, tools, and techniques in visual arts. C3.2 refines ideas and techniques of visual expression from the stage of planning to the final presentation and reviewing the entire process. C4.1 demonstrates familiarity with various local and regional forms of art. C4.2 describes the life and work of a few local artists in their region and across India. Activities marked by a star symbol can be facilitated by any teacher, even in schools with limited resources. There is a table given at the bottom of the page, learning outcomes that can be assessed across chapters. The table has 5 columns and 7 rows. Column number 1, CG. Column number 2, C or competency. Column number 3, learning outcomes. Column number 4, teacher. Column number 5, self. Column number 1, CG1. Column number 2, C or competency 1.1, learning outcomes. Exhibits artwork and confidently shares ideas, feelings, and processes. Next row. Column number 1, CG1. Column number 2, C or competency 1.2, learning outcomes. Cooperates and contributes in decision-making processes. Next row. Column number 1, CG2. Column number 2, C or competency 2.1, learning outcomes. Addresses stereotypes while thinking about and making the artwork. Next row. Column number 1, CG3. Column number 2, C or competency 3.1, learning outcomes. Carefully uses, cleans, and stores art materials in an organized way. Next row. Column number 1, CG4. Column number 2, C or competency 4.1, learning outcomes. Discusses art and its connection with everyday experiences. Next row. Column number 1, CG4. Column number 2, C or competency 4.2, learning outcomes. Uses art terminology while discussing or writing about artwork. Next row. Overall participation in classroom activities. Column number 4, teacher, and column number 5, self, are left blank for you to fill it. Page number 166. Chapter 15, Elements and Principles of Visual Art and Design. On the right side of the page, there is a QR code. When you scan the QR code, you will be able to get the additional resources related to the chapter. Elements of visual art and design are similar to the ingredients of a recipe. For example, halwa can be prepared by cooking a combination of flour, sugar, ghee, and water. Similarly, a visual can be made by combining elements such as point, line, shape or form, color, value, texture, and space. At the center of the page is an image of lion capital, Mauryan period, circa 250 BCE. The image is of the Ashok Chakra with 4 lions. Point number 1. Point is a dot. It is the smallest element in any visual, as indicated in the image. Point number 2. Line is the visual path that joins any 2 points. Lines can be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, dashed, wavy, zigzagged, and so on. They can also vary in thickness, as indicated in the image. Point number 3. Shape and form. A shape is a flat, two-dimensional area enclosed by a line. It can be geometric or organic. A form is a three-dimensional shape. It occupies space and has depth. Forms can also be created by arranging or joining many two-dimensional shapes. Notice the form of the lion in the image. What other forms do you see? Point number 4. Texture can be visual and physical. It can be sensed by touching a surface that feels soft, rough, grainy, silky, prickly, and so on. It can also be perceived visually through patterns of lines and dots as demonstrated in the image. Page number 166. Point number 5. Color is visible when light is reflected and perceived by our eyes. Colors are either extracted from nature or manufactured synthetically to make dyes and pigments. Notice the colors in the image. You can guess the natural materials used to create them. On the right side of the page is an image of the Bodhisattva Vajrapani Ajanta mural in Cave 1. Point number 6. Value or tone is the lightness or darkness of a color. Adding white to a color makes it lighter or tints, whereas adding black to a color makes it darker, meaning shades. These create color gradations. Observe the color tonalities in the painting or the image given. Point number 7. Space is where various elements are organized and composed to create an artwork. Space can be divided into positive and negative space. Identify the foreground and background in the painting or the image given. Page number 167. Activity 15.1. Identify the visual elements. The elements of art and design allow us to express our ideas and feelings visually. Look carefully. You will discover and recognize the visual elements all around you. Examine the artworks on this page and note down your observations of the visual elements. At the bottom of the page, there are 3 images. Image number 1 is of Worli art. Describe the lines and shapes that are painted in this mandana on the wall of this hut. What other elements do you see? Fill in the blanks. Image number 2 is of Thanjavur style, which has been crafted on a plate. What kind of lines and texture does this plate crafted in the Thanjavur style have? Which other element would you associate with this object? Fill in the blanks. Image number 3 is of an embroidery. What are the prominent visual elements in this embroidered tapestry? Fill in the blanks. Page number 168. Artists constantly experiment with the visual elements while creating artwork. Let us explore these in the works of 3 modern Indian artists who were inspired by the Indian art traditions. List the visual elements seen in each artwork. On the right side of the page is given a painting. Repeat. On the right side of the page is a painting of a woman with a child. Title: Mother and Child. Artist: Gemini Roy, 1887 to 1972. Medium: tempera on canvas. Inspirations: East Asian calligraphy, terracotta, temple friezes, folk arts and crafts. Visual elements in this artwork. Fill in the blanks. Note to the teacher: Find out more about the medium mentioned for each artwork and introduce students to the related techniques and processes. Page number 169. On the left side of the page, there is an image of a sculpture in bronze. Title: Spirit of Daily Work. Artist: Meera Mukherjee. Medium: bronze. Inspiration: Dokra metalwork. Visual elements in this artwork. Fill in the blanks. On the right side of the page is an image of a painting. Untitled. Artist: Aqua Tint. Inspiration: Indian forest landscapes and the concepts of Bindu, meaning point or dot, from the Indian philosophy. Visual elements in this artwork. Fill in the blanks. Page number 170. Activity 15.2. Make a journal of visual elements. In a sketchbook, make drawings of objects, plants, textiles, and architectural details that you may find in your surroundings. Identify and note down the visual elements that you have observed, filling your pages with it every day for a week. Share these with your friends and discuss your observations with your teacher. On the left side of the page is an image of 3 sketch books. On the right side of the page, there is an image of a painting where a monument is being painted. Page number 171. Shadanga. Shadanga refers to the 6 limbs of an art. This has been codified in the ancient Indian text of Vishnu Dharmottara Purana. This text provides guidance on how to combine the visual elements in an aesthetic or tasteful way while making an artwork. Just like how food tastes good when the ingredients are combined in the correct proportions and cooked at the right temperature. On the right side of the page, there is a painting of 3 people. One person is painting the roof, the other is seen with a fire torch, while the third person is a monk watching the painting happen, watching the work being done. There is a manuscript at the bottom of the page which reads, Rupa Bheda Prama Nani Bhava Lavanya Yojanam Sadadrishyam Varnika Bhagam Iti Chitram Shadangakam. Page number 172. On the right side of the page is an image from the Ajanta Ellora caves. Point number 1. Roop Bheda. Difference between forms. Point number 2. Pramanani. Measurement and structure. Point number 3. Bhava. Expression and emotion. Point number 4. Lavanya Yojanam. Aesthetic composition and grace in art. Point number 5. Sadrishyam. Similitude and resemblance. Point number 6. Varnika Bhangam. Use of tools and colors. Page number 173. Principles of visual art and design. Well-composed visuals communicate ideas and emotions effectively because they follow the principles of art and design. Read about each of the principles and connect them with the painting on this page. At the center of the page, there is an image of a painting, mother and child, Gemini Roy, tempera on canvas. Point number 1. Unity and harmony are created by bringing elements together in a way that is pleasing to the eye. Observe the combination and distribution of colors used in the painting. Point number 2. Balance gives visual stability. For example, if one half of an artwork has a large image, it can be balanced in the other half, symmetrically either by a similar and large image or asymmetrically by many small images. Observe the visual balance in the Tribhanga posture of the mother and the position of the child. Point number 3. Rhythm and movement guide our eyes from one part to another in an appealing manner. They are created through pattern and repetition. Observe the plant stem next to the mother and other lines on her clothes. Point number 4. Emphasis is created by making any one of the visual elements stand out. Observe the colored palm of the mother's hand holding the flower. Point number 5. Proportion is the relationship between the sizes of different visual elements. It contributes to the beauty while also expressing the ideas and emotions. Observe the size of the baby in relation to the mother in this painting. Point number 6. Hierarchy is the order of importance in a visual. Observe that the mother is given maximum space in the painting. After that, focus on the child, followed by other details of the surroundings. Page number 174. Activity 15.3. Identify the principles of visual art and design. Analyze the given images on the basis of the principles of art and design. Read the example below and write about the 2 principles of visual design for each of the artworks. Your observations may be different from your friends and they can all be valid. Point number 1. Ganga sculpture. 5th century terracotta sculpture. Side of the page is an image of the Ganga sculpture, 5th century terracotta sculpture. Example: rhythm and movement created by the position of the legs and the patterns on the cloth resembling water. Fill in the blanks. On the right side of the page is an image of Devi by Jyoti Bhatt, etching. Example: emphasis is created by the red bindi on the forehead. Fill in the blanks. Page number 175. Activity 15.4. Apply the principles of art and design. Use your understanding of visual principles and create a symbol or motif that represents you. Take inspiration from nature, surrounding objects, letters, or even create your own using points, lines, and shapes. Keep your design simple. Make multiple iterations. Point number 1. Work through the suggestions below to see how the visual principles alter your design. Point number 2. Use symmetry or asymmetry to achieve balance. Point number 3. Repeat an element that creates pattern or movement. Point number 4. Note the proportion of small parts to the whole motif. Point number 5. Emphasize one part of it. Point number 6. Create a hierarchy by modifying elements like size, thickness, color, and tonality to different parts based on their importance. Point number 7. Bring it all together to create harmony. On the right side of the page, there are 5 images. The first image is of a painting of earth. The second image is displaying yoga postures. The third image is demonstrating a scene which is Draupadi Haran from the epic Mahabharata. The fourth image is of a green pot with pink flowers. And the fifth image is that of a horse. Page number 176. Assessment. Chapter 15. Elements and Principles of Visual Art and Design. There is a table given with 5 columns and 4 rows. Column number 1, CG. Column number 2, C or competency. Column number 3, learning outcomes. Column number 4, teacher. Column number 5, self. Column number 1, CG1. Column number 2, C or competency 1.1, learning outcomes. observes visual elements around them and visually records them in a journal. Next row. Column number 1, CG2. Column number 2, C or Competency 2.2, Learning Outcomes. Identifies and applies visual principles in artworks. Next row. Column number 1, CG3. Column number 2, C or Competency 3.1, Learning Outcomes. Use a variety of materials for journaling. Next row. Overall participation. Column number 4, Teacher, and column number 5, Self, are left blank for you to fill it. Teacher's comments and students' observations fill in the blanks. Chapter 15 ends here.
Kriti, you were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of Arts for Grade 8. Narration Richa Jain. Sound recordist Virendra Rawat. Assistance in production Vineet Kumar Sharma. Directed and produced by Vimlesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.